today I'm going to do a top 5 Wednesday video. This is top 5 book spines. The top 5 Wednesday book group was created by Ginger Reads Delaney, and I will link her channel down below. As well as I will also link the Goodreads group where you can join and see the other people who are participating in the top 5 Wednesday. Today the topic is top 5 book spines, and if we think about it, book spines are a huge part of why we pick up and decide to buy or read a certain book. Because obviously when we go to a library or if we go to a bookshop, the first thing that we see of the book is the spine. That's what sells the books for us in its first impression. And that's why, in my opinion, a book spine doesn't just have to be very beautiful, because obviously beautiful things draw our attention. It also has to represent what the story is about. For example, for a contemporary book, you wouldn't give the same book spine that you will give to a thriller book or a mystery book, because they're talking about two different things. They're two different genres, and so that's why I think they need to have two different type of spines. So number 5 on my list, I have Beautiful Darkness by Kemi Garcia and Margaret Stone. Beautiful Darkness looks like this. Here is Beautiful Darkness. I think what draws someone to read this book is definitely the beautiful font. And what I really like is if you look at the third book in the series, this is the second book by the way, Beautiful Chaos, you can see that Beautiful Darkness does portray what the second book is about. And darkness and the book itself and the storyline goes much more dark than it did in the first book. I really liked how it was portrayed, with the thing that also the cover, it's black, blue and silver, which does remind you of darkness or twilight. Number 4 on my list is The Merciless by Daniel Vega, which looks like this. What I really like is that, again, this does portray what the book is about, the entire cover. It's this girly, in my opinion, girly story about exorcism and demons, which is portrayed here in the book spine. This does give off a feeling, especially the Pentagon, does give off a feeling of the supernatural, and to me it reminds me of those old books that people would take off the shelf, and it's oh my god, it's a grimoire spell book, the movies and the TV series. And I think that this is a very good book spine, obviously if it's in my top 5. And of course the fact that it's this one colored pink, if you put it next to at least my books, most of them, or their spines are dark. So if I'll put the pink in there, that's the first thing that you want to go and pick up, because it's so different than the other books. Number 3 on my list is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rose, which looks like this. Oops, the wrong way. With this book spine, I think it gives a good impression of high fantasy, which is what this book series, the second book in the series, is about. I liked how the book, if you put the book spines one next to the other, they're consistent, it doesn't change so much, so you do get the feeling that it's from the same series. And what I really liked is that most high fantasy books, their book spines, if you look at it, you get the name and then some item, will it be a sword, crown, jewel, whatever. This didn't have that. When I looked at all my high fantasy books, one next to another, except for Falling Kingdoms and Rebel Springs, they all had, with the Chima books, with George R.R. Martin, even with Brandon Sanderson books, it will be a name and then a figure or some item on. 2 on my list is Forever by Maggie Stiefvater, which looks like this. My covers are the black, white, silver covers. Again, also the consistency. Some people with Rebel Spring, this isn't connected, the spine isn't really connected to the cover, and here it is, and I really like that. And number 1 on my list is Venom by Fiona Paul. Look at that spine. Doesn't that spine give off a feeling of Italy and secret societies? This does give off a feeling of 1800s, secret societies, not necessarily Italy, but Europe. Okay, Venom. and I think this is like the odd one out because all of my other book spines, I wanted them to really give off, you know, a feeling or something about like what the book is about. And with this one, it's basically this really dark spine with a bit of the same material that the mask here is made of, and the name Venom, which doesn't give you much at all. But I don't know, it's really beautiful, and purple is my favorite color, so I think that's kind of what made it my favorite. Thank you for watching my top 5 book spines video. I'll be making more top 5 Wednesday videos, so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to see other top 5 Wednesday videos, you can go ahead and click down on the Goodreads page down below, where you'll be able to see all 456 or 60 participants of this group. And there's lots of new booktubers if you want to like discover new booktubers. Tons of new booktubers like myself are taking part in this group and doing this kind of videos. So again, thank you for watching my video, and I'll have another video up for you guys soon. Bye!